catalogue of disappointing nights. Two mistakes, individual mistakes, giving them the first two goals. Kadozovic scores a good goal, you can accept that. Stewie gets sent off for down to 10 men's, game over.
What did you make of the red card, Jeff?
Yeah, I've seen him given. It was a rash tackle. He wasn't, I don't think he was ever going to get the ball. So sometimes you might get away with a little bit of luck there and get a yellow, but it's a red card.
Do you think it was indiscipline, or do you have he lost the head, do you think?
I think it's frustration. I mean, the lads are working hard in training, doing everything I ask, but it's just not happening for us. So again, we're 3-0 down and it's a rash tackle, I think, born of frustration. But we can't have that. You know, it's hard enough going as it is with 11. Cork are a top outfit. To try and get anything off them with 10 is nigh on impossible.
Is there any one thing you can put your finger on, or is it just a collection of everything?
Well, it's individual mistakes and what's costing us. Other than Derry here, I don't actually think I can remember a team actually carving us open and really causing us all problems. We're causing our own problems individually. That's what's killing us. You know, we keep shooting ourselves in the foot, and we're just giving ourselves too much of a mountain to climb, and it has to stop.
2 goals from set pieces was very happy with that.
No, again, as I say, you know, individual errors. Gary comes for the first one and drops it, and O'Halloran gets a free header. Ryan Guy loses him in the box. I mean, that's very disappointing. You know, from set pieces, people are given jobs. You have to take responsibility, and unfortunately, it doesn't happen. We're 2-0 down, and we really are struggling there.
You said here a couple of weeks into the season after defeat here, I don't know whether you quite mentioned that, but you said it could be a relegation battle that you're facing this season if things don't improve. Is it sort of leaning that way now?
On current form it is, yeah. I don't believe that will be the case, but I mean, the table doesn't lie. At the moment, our form is deplorable. The longer that goes on, it will end up being a relegation battle. But I believe that the players are good enough. That's not going to happen. I think we're going to be up the other end of the table. But I can't keep coming in here and defending the players when it's individual errors that are costing us week in and week out.
You've shouldered, sort of when you spoke to us, you've kind of shouldered a lot. You know, sort of said that it's the buck stops at me type thing.
It does.
But it also falls on your players. Like, are you sort of
players
asking your players now?
Players have to take a certain amount of responsibility. You know, if team selection is wrong or players aren't playing well, that's part and parcel of it. You know, I take responsibility for picking the team. That's my job. I decide how we play. I decide who picks up who from corners, all that sort of stuff. But players then when they're on the pitch, I can't play for the players. You know, it's when they go out there, they have to show the desire, the commitment, and in fairness to them, they are. But it's individual errors which are costing us, and the buck stops with me though. I'm the manager.
Do you think confidence is a factor now as well?
I'm sure it is now. You know, I think that's 4 3-0 defeats we've had. It has to be. You know, the players are only human. They know things aren't going well. I have to try and keep them bubbly, try and keep them lively, but they have to play their part in that also. You know, it's they've got to believe that it's going to turn, and certainly if they start to feel sorry for themselves, it won't turn, and we really will be in trouble then.
Do you accept the criticism from supporters? Quite a few angry fans here tonight.
Yeah, I accept the criticism. I'm the man in charge, and as we've said already, the buck stops with me, so I totally understand where the fans are coming from. I mean, it's a big club, the expectation level is high, and certainly we're at the wrong end of the table, and so they're perfectly entitled to voice their disapproval.
Jeff, at the start of the season it was quite hit and miss. You're winning one, losing one. It's really consistent, very bad at the moment. Do you feel under pressure, or?
I have to feel under pressure. You know, it's a results business, and we're not getting them. As we've said, I'm the manager, and the buck stops with me. The longer it goes on, the more pressure I will feel. But that's part and parcel of the game. You know, that's the business. I came into it with my eyes open. and I have to accept the criticism when it's not going well.
Jeff, your chief executive wasn't here this evening. What's the normal routine with Richard? Do you sit down on the Monday and discuss the game, go through things, and will that happen in the early part of next week when he gets back from the UK?
No, I'll speak to him tonight. We speak pretty much on a daily basis, so we'll discuss the game later on tonight and crack on from there.
Any news on the injury front? Anyone any closer?
No, I mean John Lester trained. He was on the bench tonight, but obviously he's only trained for the last 2 days. Clark, he's now waiting to see how his foot settles down again. Other than that, it's really only Jamie Harris and Dave Partridge are back from suspension. But obviously we lose Stewie Bunn now.
Are you looking ahead to the transfer window? Have you given any indication what you'll be able to do?
I have been given an indication what I'll be able to do, yes. So we do have irons in the fire, if you like. But that's a while away yet.
Will people have to leave if people are going to come in?
Yes. That's the short answer to that.
So Damien Lynch was not involved tonight. Was he injured or just not today?
Injured.
Injured.
Yeah.
Seriously?
No, he got a whack on his calf, sort of where his calf joins his knee. He's a bit of bone bruising is the short answer to that. He didn't train all week. He tried to train yesterday, got through a little bit, but he was too sore today, so he wasn't fit enough to play.
So any positives you can take out tonight?
We didn't concede in the second half.
I thought Steve Lamar and Noel Haverty played well. Like,
Yes,
two young
yeah.
players.
I mean, in fairness, positives, we plugged away. I think that the game was off, to be fair. They took their foot off the pedal, you know, they were in the comfort zone. But, you know, with the way it was going in the first half, it could have been 5 or 6 in the second half if we hadn't stuck at it. So the positives from that is that the players kept going, they showed a little bit of character, which is what we need with the situation that we're in.
Jeff, just on the goals that you are conceding as a defender yourself, is that even more sort of added frustration?
I suppose it is. I haven't really sat down and thought about it like that. It's just one of those things, you know. It's collectively as a team we're conceding too many goals. Unfortunately, we're not scoring any either. So it's frustrating from a defensive point of view because it may well be easier for me to take if teams are actually playing us off the park, and I thought, well, my selection is wrong, the tactics are wrong, the players aren't good enough, and I don't believe that's the case in any of the games that we've played. It's just individual errors that are costing us dearly. It is very frustrating from a managerial point of view, but you know, that's, players go out there, they play to the best of their ability, and they obviously don't go out there to make mistakes, but at the moment that's what's killing us.
Okay lads, thank you very much.